I just was having a think to myself, and I thought this might actually be a good idea if you'd like give me a chance to explain. Wouldn't it be better if like football clubs shared a stadium instead of one club having a stadium there and another club having a stadium there? Think about it, like, imagine if Tottenham and Arsenal were to share a stadium. Every time there's a football match, half of it would be filled with Arsenal supporters, the other half would be filled with Tottenham supporters. Could you imagine what the racket would be like, the noise and the passion and everything like that? AC Milan and Inter Milan, they do it, and their stadium, when you go to watch a game there, it's amazing. Me personally, I think it would be a good way to save some of these clubs from either going bankrupt or going out of business completely altogether, rather than them using parachute payments and money and paying against futures for money that in essence they can't really afford. If you had Manchester City and Man United sharing a stadium, Liverpool and Everton sharing a stadium, Arsenal, Tottenham, all these teams that are local with like big rivalries could be sharing a stadium, and rather than having like 5,000 away fans and the rest of it is filled with the home fans, yeah, it was obviously gives a good stadium, but for the away fans, you know, and for the away team as well, it doesn't generate the same kind of atmosphere, kind of event that it would if you had two of the close local teams like competing against each other and living in the same stadium. I don't see what the problem is. There's enough money washing around in football at the moment. Most of the money that the clubs get don't come from ticket sales anyway, so I don't know why they can't do it. Like I said, some fans might be dead against it, but if you just think about it for a second before you like jump to conclusions, it would be awesome. Because like, using Milan as an example, when AC and Inter Milan get together and they play in a derby game, half that stadium is Inter, half that stadium is AC, and let's say I think it's 70 or 80,000. So you know, that's an amazing amount of atmosphere and passion and noise coming from all the fans, and it would make the football as well play even harder, because you know that half that stadium is representing them, so they don't want to let them down. Like I said, it's just an idea, it's not anything permanent, it's not something that we should do, it's something that we should think about. In order to save some of these smaller clubs from going out of business, it's something that we should consider. Look at the state of West Ham, for example. Right now, they're booked into a stadium which has no soul, it has no atmosphere. The fans are so far away from the pitch, you can hardly hear them. The place has got no history. All the pictures are just, everything in there that they've got is all temporary. I mean, that is unbelievable. That is ridiculous. Like, for example, if there isn't really a club around where West Ham is, the closest one, if it was to like say, would either be Tottenham or Arsenal, you know, but you know, they are rivals, but they're not rivals like that. Like, imagine if you had West Ham and Chelsea sharing a stadium. 80,000 capacity stadium, 40,000 Chelsea fans, 40,000 West Ham fans. It would be a riot. And then it would give West Ham some pride at least. They've got the place where all their history and all their tradition has been turned into flats. And now they're residing in a stadium where the bottles of water that they're selling don't even have barcodes on them. That's ridiculous. Maybe they are trying to follow the Man City way of doing it, because Man City did exactly the same thing. But Man City also had the money to invest for the local area. And the way how West Ham is being managed by their clubs, their owners are taking money out of the club, so there's no money really left to invest in the local area. And whatever money that they have goes on players' wages. So tell me what you think. You think it's a good idea? You think I'm talking absolute rubbish or what? Just let me know. Everybody has an opinion, you know?